What is going on, everybody? Evilhaus Rev here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Marvel Legends Inhumans Black Bolt from the Okoye Build-A-Figure wave. So out of the box here, one thing I gotta say I don't really care for about this figure, and I will admit that I don't know much about Black Bolt. As far as Marvel Comics, you know, I know a lot about the basics, you know, your Spider-Mans and your Fantastic Fours, what have you, but when it comes to some of the other, you know, deeper cut characters, which I assume this is, I don't know too much about them, about the Inhumans in general, but I don't know how intrinsic these wings here are to this character. I don't know how important they are to him as a character, but they don't really come off, and that really kind of bugs me, I'm not going to lie. It looks really good, you know, like this, in this pose, but other than that, I don't really care for the fact that they are not removable, and it makes it a lot harder to try and, you know, to get him into different poses, given that his arms can't bend at a certain angle. Just kind of gives him an overall weird look to me. I mean, I guess, you know, you can still do some action poses, you know, but overall, I don't like these wings here. Again, like I said, if it is intrinsic to the character, I don't know about it, and, you know, forgive me, but I don't really care for them. Other than that, I do kind of, I really like, you know, what else is going on here. You know, like a midnight blue paint job all across. The silver paint on it has actually kind of got a shine to it. It's very metallic, so that's really neat. I'm not sure what sculpt this is, if this is a sculpt we've seen before or not. The head piece on it is actually really cool, though. I do really enjoy that. Bringing it a little closer here. The mouth has got a blue shade to it. The screaming look on his face is really neat. White, completely white eyes. And then this little bit of energy that's coming off of his head here. I do know, you know, somewhat about his power in that he can't speak very loudly or can't speak at all or risk blowing up a bunch of stuff. So that's a little different. But overall, like I said, I don't know much about this character, and the figure, while, you know, cool, it's not really my favorite of this wave. Same articulation that you've come to enjoy, double jointed elbows, double jointed knees, all that good stuff. Swivel here at the shin and thighs, legs out to about here. His head, this head at least, down quite a bit, up quite a bit as well. Does come with another headpiece, one without the magic or energy, whatever it is, that comes off of him, and the screaming and the all white eyes and everything, so that you can, you know, do any sort of pose with that you want to do. But overall, this really hurt this figure for me for some reason. I just don't care for it, even if I feel like I knew more about the character. These wings really do just kind of hurt it for me, and I'm not sure why. Mostly just because they when they're disconnected, you know, from the hip area, abdomen area, they just look kind of weird. You know, I mean, that's not bad, I guess, but like just out and about like this, they look really odd to me. So I'm not a terribly big fan of that. Like I said, I do like the head sculpt, I do like the articulation, but those wings are really just, they're almost a deal breaker for me. I'm sure I'll display it in some form or fashion, but I can't imagine getting a lot of display out of this figure. You know, it's too very much. It's definitely not one that I'm gonna, you know, stop and kind of look at, admire. It's just not really my thing. But, you know, if you like Black Bolt, maybe this is doing it for you. It's just not for me. Here he is with the other head sculpt, flexing, looking not as excited as he was looking with his screaming. I still just can't get over the wings, man. I just don't know what to do with them. I feel like this limits me, that they don't come off, and it really bugs me. I'm not gonna lie. I know I'm stuck on these wings quite a bit. I mean, you know, he does have good articulation. He's got the ab crunch and the hip swivel, or, you know, all that good stuff. No accessories. His hands are locked in place as fists. But these wings, man, they're bugging me. They're really bugging me. I don't care for them. You know, like I said, if they're really intrinsic to the character, just light me up in the comments, because I don't know. You know, maybe he needs these to survive. I have no idea, but the fact that they're, like, attached to the arms is really just, it's driving me up a wall. So straight up and down, our Black Bolt figure stands at a little over 6 inches, just about 6.5 inches, pretty standard for any of the Marvel Legends figures. I don't have any other Inhumans figures to pose him up with, but here he is yelling at Thanos, because I know that's a thing that he did at some point or another, and that's only because I'm a little bit more of a Thanos fan than I am a Inhumans fan, Black Bolt fan. Like I said, you know, props for the cool energy effect on the head. I wish the wings came off in some fashion. I like the articulation, but overall, unless you're a big Black Bolt fan, this one's kind of going to have to be a pass from me. I don't feel like there's any real diorama or, you know, any real pose that I could put this guy into where I'm really going to enjoy him. So if you didn't like this video, you know what to do. Go ahead and leave me a comment in the section below telling me what kind of information you're looking for as a consumer, what I could do better in these toy reviews. If you did like the video, click the like button, share, subscribe to Evilhaus, click the notification bell so you know whenever we post a new toy review or other video, and I will see you guys in the next one.